This is a fan-generated show. If you would like to support us, please go to jamieglazov.com, and also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. All your support is greatly appreciated.
Hello, this is the David Vance moment brought to you by the Glazov Gang. Back on June 23rd, 2016, the people of the UK went to the poll, and in the biggest vote ever in the history of the United Kingdom, we voted to leave the European Union and reassert our national sovereignty. Now, at that time, the Prime Minister of the UK, the leader of the official opposition, and indeed the leader of the third largest party, all in Parliament, well, they all sought to keep us in the EU. The media establishment was unrelentingly hostile to the idea of the UK being sovereign again, with the BBC the primary cheerleader for the Remain case. So, despite the establishment against us, we actually won. We said 52% versus 48%. We said we were going to leave. Now we are in December 2017, and what's happened to that leave? Well, that leave appears to have been systematically undermined and ameliorated and diluted to the point where it appears to be we're going to kind of remain. We've just seen the Prime Minister, the Theresa May, conclude her first set of negotiations with the European Union. And the consequence of that has been that they've got pretty much everything they want. So we've got a situation whereby the UK has agreed to hand over 50 billion of loot to them for no reason other than they say that. There's been no itemised list of expenditure as to why we should hand over a penny. Legally, our own House of Lords determined that we had no obligation to pay them anything, but they're getting 50 billion. In addition to which, we have agreed that the European Court of Justice will continue to have say over European Union citizens living in the UK for another 8 years. And if that wasn't bad enough, and believe you me, that is all very bad, the government has also agreed that in the event of not being able to reach a final agreement with the European Union, well then we will continue to stay in the single market and the customs union in certain key areas of trade. Further to that, and this is what's remarkable, the government has also determined that from 2019, the date of Brexit, March 29th, until 2021, there will be a further transition period. So get this, so we voted to leave back in 2016, and the actual final date of leaving at this point in time is 2021. But round about then, there's another general election to be called, and it may be at that point that a future government could further seek to subvert and delay the will of the British people. And this really brings me to the nub of my presentation to you. What we're seeing in the UK is the subversion of the will of the people by the will of the technocrats, by the politicians. The political class at Westminster voted, there's 650 MPs, round about 470 of them voted to remain. So the political class always wanted to stay in the toxic, Islamifying European Union. But we the people said otherwise. And we now have arrived at the point where it appears that our voice has been systematically undermined, and that what we're going to get is what's called a soft Brexit. This was a false narrative introduced by those who lost the vote. They talked about hard Brexits and soft Brexit. But that's like saying you're a little bit pregnant or a lot pregnant. It's a nonsense. You either are or you're not. You either leave or you remain. You don't stay semi-detached when it comes to something as fundamental as this. So the problem for us in the UK is our politicians almost universally want to stay within a political union that we, the people, do not want to stay in. And if they do not listen to us, the people, then what does that say about the state of democracy in the United Kingdom? The European Union has made it clear it seeks a United States of Europe. It seeks its own army. It seeks to introduce, as it has done in recent years, millions of North African Muslims right across the continent. And the people of the UK have seen this and said, we want out. When will the politicians listen to the people? That's it from me. Can I ask you all to support the Glazov Gang at jamieglazov.com, and please make sure that you're subscribing to this Glazov YouTube channel. Without channels like this, free speech would be dead. Support Jamie Glazov. Many thanks. Goodbye.